Yep. Remember, I'm in your capable hands here.
Pinch.
Rightio. There's a good pinch. Rightio. Give it a little mix. Now, second last ingredient. Please, folks, it's not kangaroo oil. You've heard that one before. It's not engine oil. Yes. Ralph, have you been telling these people? What? You have. It's an Australian vegetable oil, folks, and you're all very close. Very, very close. What was that? Lager. Is that like, you mean beer? But you've got to have a head, don't you have the head on the lager? No, it's not lager. Folks, what we got here is good old Australian castor oil. Has anyone heard of castor oil? Judy, have you? Yes. Now, folks, you may laugh, you may smirk, you may laugh and joke, but we do understand that you've been on that coach for most of the day in the seated position. Like this. Now, come on, hands up, a nod or a wink, those of you who may be a little bit bound. There is no shame in being bound. No shame. None. Okay? Do not feel ashamed. But remember, okay, we've only got one little long drop, so we must be very careful on how much castor oil we put in. Very careful. Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. Spot on. That's spot on. Spot on. Thank you, Judy. Right. Now we'll just mix that around. Looks a fair bit, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks pretty good. However, folks, if we see you sort of, shuffling around in your seats, we see you shuffling, Bo, I think it's about 6 minutes, quickest time into town from here. Okay, about 6 minutes flat. You will have to sort of clench though, okay? Now, folks, before we go on, folks, I would like to bring your attention to our cooking utensils we have here. Has anyone seen camp ovens before?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes? Anyone used a camp oven in the bush?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, rightio. Now these camp ovens here, folks, they're special, okay, because they're made of aluminium. Have you heard of this metal? You haven't? Okay, aluminium, a glorious metal, okay. The only reason why we use it out here in the bush, folks, is because it heats up quickly, cools down quickly. It's the time factor, okay. We've got some cast iron ones over there, but we use the aluminium. Remember that name, aluminium. See how it flows off your tongue? Aluminium. Rightio. Geez, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Okay, now, last ingredient, folks. Okay, last ingredient. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a small handful of Australian self-raising flour. Okay, now we're talking the Queen's English here, flour. Okay, but out here in the bush, you're in the Aussie bush, we just call it flour. F-L-R. We're going to put some flour in the bottom of the camp ovens, okay? So we're going to get a small handful of flour and we're going to put it in the base of these camp ovens like so. Now, Judy,
Yes.
you can tell me the reason why we're putting that in there. To stop it from... What were you...
Burning.
No, won't stop it from burning, but it will stop it from sticking. Someone said sticking. Yes?
Flour will stop it from sticking?
Yes, but it won't stop it from burning. Okay, now this is what we would call, folks, a light bush dusting. Okay? Be aware of the light bush dusting. There it is. Now, you're probably thinking there's a bit whoa, okay? There's a bit too much in there. But all's going to be revealed later on as to the reason why we're putting so much in there. Okay, now, last measurement. 5 metric handfuls. Now, please, I'd like a couple of you gentlemen in the audience, put your hands up. Jesus, have a look at some of these hands. Gary, could you put your hand up for a minute? Okay. Some of these hands in the audience here, folks, look like dinner plates to me. Okay. These are hands we would not use out here in the bush. Okay. Metric hand. Okay. I would suggest imperial hand. Okay. So this is metric. We only use metric out here in the bush. We use the imperial. We'd probably run out of flour. Okay. So what we need 5 of these. So here we go. 1, 2, got to be precise. 3, they're metric.
Looks digital with these.
No, this is digital. 4, One for the road. 5. Rightio. Now I've just noticed that this gentleman at the back here, what was your name, sir? Kurt. Kurt, you seem... Are you a bit of a heckler? Oh, curious, okay. A curious heckler. Okay. We'll keep an eye on you, Kurt, okay? We'll keep an eye on him. Might have a bit of trouble with him later, you reckon? Rightio, folks. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix all this ingredient together in the mixing bowl. Now please observe that I'm moving the bowl in a clockwise direction. Is everyone observing that? Can you see that? Yeah. This is very important here, folks. Okay, because you are now in the southern yeah. And this morning, when you had your shower or your bath, you would have looked down and gone, whoa, the water was going down the plug hole in a clockwise direction, wasn't it? Now where you guys come from, on the other side of the big round, goes down the other way, doesn't it? Yeah. What happens on the equator? Who knows? Don't go down. Who knows? Nobody knows. But anyway, folks, this is very important here because last week we had a group out here. Now there was a young lass, her name was Mary. There was a Mary. Have we got a Mary?
Yeah.
Where is
Mary's here.
Put your hand up.
Mary's over there.
Put your hand up.
Now listen, folks, the Mary from last week, young girl. Now she professed to be a little bit of a chef, and she came around here, basically where Kurt is, and she said, John, excuse me, would you mind if I took over mixing all the ingredient together? And I said, Mary, knock yourself out. Takes the pressure off, see? So I stood back, and she proceeded to put her glove on, and away she went. However, she started moving in an anti-clockwise direction straight away, okay? Being from the northern hemisphere, she started going anti-clockwise direction. I said, stop, Mary, please, stop. And she said, why, John? I said, well, Mary, if you continue to do that, the whole thing will shrink. And guess what happened?
It shrunk.
No, she continued on her merry way. Sorry, and, hang on, and then it shrunk. I forgot to mention that. It shrunk after that. So, anyway, folks, look, here is the camp oven that we used that night. Look at the size of it. That's what it shrunk to. That's what it shrunk to. Now, folks, you can understand there was a lot of cranky people around. I mean, cranky. You know when people get cranky? They haven't got their dessert and they're cranky. Okay? Now, Mary wasn't allowed back on the coach, and I think she disappeared into the sunset there. So we haven't seen her since. She's out there somewhere. But, folks, I'd just like to point out, look what happened to the spotted dog. Look at him. Poor little fella. Yeah, that's right. Look at him. Hey? Nothing, not even a whimper. No, he's a goner. Rightio. Put the lid back on and go back to sleep. Rightio. Now, Jude, what do you think about that consistency there, darling? You reckon spot on? Good. I'm happy with it too. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty good? Rightio. Okay, so what we're going to do, folks, we're going to take it over to the end here, and we're going to put exactly half into one of the camp ovens and the other exact half into the other one, like so.